I blew it again. I didn't make enough bulletins, so if you can share, please do share. If you can't, well, don't worry. Glad you're here today. We've got a great message from the Bible, from the Gospel of John. Remember, we're in this Gospel. We're studying through it before we get through Easter. And today we're in that section where Jesus talks about knowing the truth, and the truth will set you free. I was talking with my dad, this was a long time ago. My dad was a policeman all his life, and he had a great career. He was a patrolman. He was in the narcotics division. He was in robbery and homicide and all that stuff. And one day we were talking, and he said to me, he said, you know, when I first got on the narcotics squad, and he was a young guy, he was back in the 50s, and his supervisor came up to him, and he said, Gum, yes, sir. He says, what's more important, truth or loyalty? What's more important, truth or loyalty? And my dad says, well, truth is, you got to do the right thing. And the supervisor looked at him and he said, you better think about that, young man. Well, my dad didn't think about it too much. And a year or so went by, and all of a sudden there was a major investigation of corruption in that particular department, and the supervisor was part of those who were prosecuted. And then my dad understood why he asked, what's more important, truth or loyalty? We live in a culture that does not value truth all that much. We live in a culture that says, well, we don't know what truth is. We don't know what's right or wrong. We don't know how things are, so what becomes our priority? Our priorities become our circumstances, our emotions, our feelings. Jesus says that when those things become most important to us, we become enslaved. And that's a very, very interesting statement. And the only way we can become free from that slavery is through a personal relationship with Him. And that's what we're going to look at today. Very powerful words, very important words, but in our culture today, very, very practical words. So let's begin this morning, hymn number 347.